Hey, True Seekers, 181st post here. We're going to continue with the music theme. I was watching a video from The Black Child. If you're not familiar with that YouTube user, The Black Child, he makes a lot of really good videos. He doesn't focus on the numbers, he focuses more on the visuals and symbols and what they're hiding on the screen as we watch TV and movies. Anyhow, in one of his videos, he showed Jim Carrey at the VMA Music Awards. Those are the awards MTV does in August. This past August 2014, Jim Carrey was up on the stage and he made a joke about no Ebola at Coachella for him because he has a scarf that will protect him. And it's possible that he just made the joke no Ebola at Coachella because it's in our media right now. However, his joke came before the Ebola story really blew up. It was present in our media at the time, but it wasn't huge. So anyway, Coachella's been on my mind for a while. And once I heard him say that, it just made a lot of sense to me. I could see why there would be a viral outbreak at a place such as Coachella within our mainstream media. I don't think too many people would doubt that. So let's get into it. Coachella is a word with 33 gematria. The word Coachella sums to 33. Just like the word rock star. It's not an accident. It's in Indio, California. Indio, just like Coachella, has a gematria of 33. And where is Indio and Coachella? It's on the 33rd parallel north. Just like Disneyland. The metropolitan area is called Inland Empire. Inland is a 27 word. Empire is a 39 word. Put it together, 66. And then I've already taught you guys about the relationship between 33 and 66. If you write out 33 as a word, sum it, it sums to 66. You can look at those words as a pairing, or those numbers, 33 and 66. So Coachella this year, the coming festival is going to run from April 10th to the 15th of 2015, and also from the 17th to the 19th. I mapped out the numerology of each of those dates here to see which ones were most curious. April 14th, 2015 will be a date with a numerology at 33. Maybe not the best day to be at the festival. And that's the other thing I was going to say about this whole Ebola thing. If you guys have been following the story and my blog post, you see how much of it's been coded with 33. It seems like that's the rule within the reporting. So, with that thought in mind, it shows you why Coachella might be a reasonable target for a Ebola outbreak story. So just for the history of Coachella, it traces back to the year 93, like Thelema. Pearl Jam that year was having a boycott against Ticketmaster, the nation's biggest ticket selling company at the time. Now there's a few other ones. Ticketmaster's Paul Allen's company, also out of Seattle. Paul Allen owns the Seattle Seahawks, Portland Trail Blazers, used to be a partner in Microsoft with Bill Gates. If you're not familiar with Paul Allen, pretty much owns Seattle. And if you're not familiar, Pearl Jam's also from Seattle. So think about that, a band from Seattle protesting a company from Seattle. It's because it's all part of a hoax, you guys. For those of you who think Eddie Vedder's a good person and Pearl Jam's some great thing, I would tell you probably not. Probably just a false persona. They're some of the only musicians from that era from Seattle that are still alive. Think about that. How come they lived and all the other ones died? So, yeah, Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder, probably frauds. In that year in 93, they had their protest concert at the Empire Polo Club. That's now where Coachella is. Show the gematria of that. Empire's 39 word, Polo's 22, Club's 11. Some master numerology there. The very first Coachella came 3 months after the 99 Woodstock. It went from October 9th to October 10th. 1999. Flip up 999. It's 666 upside down. Coachella in 2012 is where the world saw their first hologram image music concert. That was of Tupac Shakur. Shakur is a 33 word. Tupac's a 16 word. Tupac plus Shakur sums to 49, like the number of Revelation. At the end of his career, he was going by the name Machiavelli with his own spelling, which summed to 74, like Jesus, like cross. On his last album cover, he's on the cross. On his last music video with Scarface, he's on the cross. In the music video before that, he's in heaven. The song's called I Ain't Mad at Ya. Eric Holder recently used that quote, I ain't mad at ya, in reference to protesters who are upset about Michael Brown and Eric Gardner and all the other racial baiting headlines. Aside from that hologram music performance, there's been one other one in 2014, earlier this year, May, at the Billboard Music Awards. That was of Michael Jackson. Michael's a 33 name, just like Shakur. It was at the MGM. M's 13, G's 7. 13 plus 7 plus 13 is 33. So notice that both of these hologram displays happened at 33 venues. Tupac Shakur was also once killed outside the MGM after an Evander Holyfield Michael Tyson fight. Both the names Evander and Michael are 33. Pretty much everyone in boxing is 33, it's said. Also, with regards to Michael Jackson, I was just going to point out that the name Jackson 5 sums to 33. It's as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. I almost feel like in hindsight they were trying to teach us gematria. And then also, I just want to point out October, of course, is the only month out of the 12 months with a 33 gematria. That's when Coachella originally began. So, we'll see. We'll see when Coachella runs around this year. Will there be an Ebola scare? I fully suspect that with what our media has already done to us with Ebola, they're planning to bring it back when the time is right. A lot of Illuminati, New World Order doings go down in the spring. That is when Coachella is. Also, April 4th this year, 4/4 will be the date of a blood moon. Coachella will begin 6 days later. It seems like throughout history with these blood moons, oftentimes something will happen on the date, but at other times, big things will often happen in close proximity, such as Chernobyl. Chernobyl happened not long after a blood moon. So we'll check it out, you guys. We'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll see if Jim Carrey's joke about Ebola at Coachella comes true. I'd also check out that channel, The Black Child, if you haven't already. Maybe you have. He has about 10 million more subscribers than me, so maybe you guys are already all aware. But that's the message for this one. Coachella. Heads up. All right, until next time, Truth Seekers.